everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about 5R. I hope you'll enjoy. So let's begin with our contents. First, I'm going to explain you the meaning of 5R, then we're going to dive into the concept of waste management, and I'll be explaining one by one clarification of all the steps of 5R, then we're going to end our video. The 5R is referred to a process used by businesses to make the outcome of their recycling programs better through reducing the amount of waste the company produces. It's important for any company that's a producer of high amounts of waste to use a quality waste management program to keep the environment cleaner and to ensure that all dangerous waste is safely removed. So, talk about the steps of 5R. First, we should perfectly comprehend the waste management. Waste management or waste disposal includes the process and actions required to manage waste from its inception to its final disposal. This includes the collection, transport, treatment, and disposal of waste together with monitoring and regulation of the waste management process and waste-related laws, technologies, economic mechanisms. The waste we're talking about in waste management can be solid, liquid, or gaseous, and each type has different methods of disposal and management. Waste management deals with all types of waste, including industrial, biological, household, municipal, organic, biomedical, radioactive waste, and etc. In some cases, waste can pose a threat to human health, and health issues are associated throughout the entire process of waste management. And these health issues can also arise indirectly or directly. So directly, it's through the handling of solid waste, and indirectly through the consumption of water, soil, and food. The important part of waste management process is implementing the steps known as 5Rs. 5R has an order of its own, which is refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, and recycle. Step 1. Refuse. The first of the 5Rs is refuse. This is important to understand because this first step can be difficult to practice as it involves refusing a certain amount of waste production for your businesses. You'll have to minimize the waste production by refusing to use materials such as single-use plastics and non-recyclable products. The logistics of it can look intimidating at first, but there are better and far less wasteful materials that you can switch over to. While this is not always easy at first, it's the most effective way for you to minimize the amount of waste your company is producing. Make sure to work closely with your procurement team so you can establish an effective approach to this step. Step 2 is reduce. This step is extremely beneficial to the end goal of the process. Reduce refers to the reduction of harmful, wasteful, and non-recyclable materials so you can save more money, which also benefits the environment. When you lessen the amount of these materials, especially non-recyclables, less of it goes in the garbage. All garbage that isn't deemed hazardous waste will get dumped in a landfill. The more material that gets dumped in a landfill, the quicker it fills, thus requiring more space for garbage storage. This ultimately leads to more negative effects on the environment. When you limit the use of these materials, you're making for a more sustainable future. Step 3 is reuse. The reuse step refers to the diligent reuse of any materials. Unfortunately, many companies have fallen into the routine of throwing away completely recyclable material on the basis that it won't hurt to do it one time. The problem is that this feeling of convenience in the moment leads to a constant habit. It is actually becoming a crisis because the number of plastic products that are being consumed is to a level that's becoming unsustainable. As a new effort to reduce the high amount of waste throughout the world, businesses are following practices that involve reusing materials within the workplace rather than ordering more replacements. Look through the different equipment, tools, and materials your company uses on a constant basis and option for using as many compostable and reusable options that are available. Step 4 is repurpose. Utilizing this step is imperative, especially if you can refuse, reduce, or reuse certain items and materials that will be used in your business. The idea of repurposing involves taking items that were meant for one purpose but can be used for another ones. This is also known as upcycling in green or environmental circle. It often requires thinking outside the box. Some of the best places to start with this is collecting any packaging such as cardboard boxes and packaging material to keep for storing other items from the worksite. Anything you can find another use for is going to help with better waste management. Create a space designed for items that might be able to be reused. You can continue to go through the items in that area and find uses for them as you go along. And lastly, step 5, recycle. The final step in the process is recycle, which means exactly what it sounds like. After you made quality efforts to go through all the previous steps from the 5 R's, recycling is a great final option. One of the main ways we continue to make efforts to be more environmentally friendly is to recycle anything that has that option. Learning to become a company that values this is a significant part of the importance of 5 R's of waste management. There are many businesses that don't actually practice recycling. If your business is one of these, please adopt the process and start by gathering any recyclable materials that are on your worksite. This includes cardboard, paper, plastics, grass, and organics. And those were all my words today. So I tried to immerse you to the concept of 5R, and I hope I was understandable, but if I was not, you can ask all your questions at the comments of this video or social accounts of Sabir Vakfı, which are on the screen right now. So thanks for your time everyone, take care of yourself.